Why am I taking this wildlife management course? Well, first of all, although my background is in disaster and emergency preparedness, I still have an interest in the protection and maintenance and control of wildlife. While wildlife managers have a responsibility to preserve the health and environment of wildlife, it is through managing the ecosystems on how balance can be made between different species of animals and plants and their environments with the impacts of modern life. These impacts can have a decrease or increase on species population, as well as by changing or moving wildlife habitats. Population control can be very important, especially in areas which can no longer support a species. This culling effect is often utilized by hunters, in which my boyfriend is an avid one, in which we are actually on site right now hunting for deer and elk. And I hope to learn more about the conservation techniques utilized by hunters through this course. Furthermore, another interest I have is regarding the introduction methods wildlife managers often use in order to increase populations or to assist in endangered species conservation. With as diverse as the subject is of wildlife management, the career in the area would mean opportunities that are extremely varied. This would mean one could be working at a fishery hatchery with small or large game, as a soil analysis, or with water in the forest, to name a few. Wildlife conservation is important as the survival of each species counts on it in order to beat extinction, as well as the impact society places on their habitats. By keeping habitats clean and minimizing our footprints on them, including not polluting the waterways, we are able to ensure wildlife will have a better chance at survival. This course will also study a topic that is extremely important in today's society and continue to increase. So will the encounters with wildlife. That is urban wildlife. As human numbers increase, so will the encounters with wildlife. It will be important to know how to manage these encounters and teach the general public how to manage these encounters in order to keep not only the humans safe, but the animals safe as well. As their environment is becoming more and more developed, the human race, many people think that the animals leave when residential areas, parks are developed, but in fact these areas often become sheltered habitats for the wildlife, giving them incentives to stay. So whether you live in the city or the suburb, you can guarantee that wildlife is living nearby, and the ability to know how to manage them is key to their survival. However, humans must also be aware of the dangers that go along with having wildlife nearby and understand how to minimize these dangers, which a wildlife manager can help to portray.